still my favorite job I've ever had, man. I swear to God. But I was there all the time. I witnessed this stuff happen all the time. I saw people's careers get made and destroyed on a whim. I would fight sometimes, and Vince would laugh. He would, there was I don't know. Can I tell it? I'll tell it. All right. Okay. So, this is going to be tricky. I got to cloud some of it, or people figure out. Okay. So there was somebody who worked there when I worked there. This is tough. And they took charge of another division within the company, one that Vince didn't care as much about. And I noticed that the product they were purchasing were simply old products that this person had done and then simply put a different name attached to the product. So it was basically selling his own stuff to the company. And I knew what their budget was, and it was a lot. So we'll just throw out a number, $20 million, okay?
Sure.
And we're on the tarmac, and I said, Vince, this guy is just giving you stuff that it's already been rejected, and it's $5 million a pop. But that's $20 million, man. And he looks me dead in the face and he goes, Freddie, it's $20 million. Get on the fucking.
That was Freddie Prinze Jr. on the Insight podcast with Chris Van Vliet. They had an awesome conversation, and it's interesting to listen to writers. Anytime a writer has to talk about their time in WWE, I always get a kick out of that because it's just the insider, what it's like to work for Vince McMahon and work within that structure, especially on the creative team. But it's an even better perspective from Freddie because he's a celebrity, right? So he's there for fun. He doesn't need to make a career out of that. It's something he wants to do, somewhere he wants to be, because he could be anywhere, and he chose to be there. And it's fun to listen to his stories. He tells a lot of great stories whenever he does talk about wrestling. He's always interesting to listen to. Just good shit. I love these kind of interviews. Great insight, and Freddie's not afraid to, he doesn't hold back. He's always willing to talk about the business and his time there, and you can hear the passion in his voice and see it on his face. He's like a little kid just talking about the most amazing thing ever, and it's fun to see and great to listen to. Check out Chris Van Vliet, his podcast, Insight. It drops multiple times a week. Not always wrestlers on there, but he does try to sneak them in at least once or twice a week. So absolutely worth a listen. Chris always does great interviews, even though his teeth are disgustingly white and perfect.